Hello, my name is Bob Hickey. I'm a retired environmental science professor and currently an honorary professor in GIS at the University of Pécs. I was asked by Modern Geography to answer a couple of questions. So, first question was the scientific question that preoccupies me. Well, I spent my career at a primarily teaching university, so research was not my focus. However, I was best known for my work in GIS and erosion modeling. Obviously, our soils are very important. Without them, we can't grow any food. So, yeah, so that I was known for that. I also worked on a number of other environmental and geological problems over the years. However, right now, what preoccupies me most is climate change. Um, we're getting a pretty good handle on the science. We know what's happening. We know what's going to happen. We know why. The real question is what's happening? What are the impacts on the ground? How's it influencing people? How are people going to be moving? How are they going to feed themselves? What happens? It's a huge question. It's a huge problem. It's one, at least here in the US, we're trying to ignore as much as possible under the current administration. Um, but like it or not, it's coming. As Neil deGrasse Tyson once said, the great thing about science is that it's true whether you believe in it or not. So that's the big problem for the next few generations, to be honest. My second question was about career advice for the early career crowd. Um, I'd encourage everybody to remember that there are three parts to really any job, and particularly academic jobs. There's teaching, there's research, and there's service. And in my opinion, focusing too much on any of those is not really a good plan. As for the research, right now, especially in the fields of geography, be as practical as you possibly can. Um, have things that you can explain to absolutely anybody as to why it's important. Certainly, anything related to climate change is pretty easy. Um, but do the bulk of your work in an area that your average person can understand why it's important. Other things may well interest you. I'm not saying don't work on them, but have your major work be something that's practical and understandable. My second big thing for those in academia is don't forget your students. They are your legacy, not your research. Your research will be forgotten, surpassed, um, et cetera, et cetera. Your students, though, you live on in your students. Um, take the time to get to know them. Um, take the time to ensure that your students are well educated, well trained, and supported both personally and professionally. Um, yeah, don't forget your students. I'm also somebody that did a lot of service, working for different professional groups in particular, working for the faculty at my institution. Um, that can be really, really valuable work as well, and pretty interesting. And it gets you to know a whole lot of different people, which is also good. Now, the last question I was asked to answer was what direction do you see your field heading in the next decade? So, if I consider my field to be GIS, um, really more of the same. I got into GIS when people had trouble spelling it. Uh, back in the old dark days of working it in DOS or in a Unix box, command line interface. Um, yeah. And what I taught my students last year was just about the same stuff I was taught. The difference was the software was a lot more powerful, it was easier to use. We were working with much larger databases, data sets. The breadth of applications goes up every year. The complexity grows up every year. But again, in many ways, it's just more of the same. Um, On the other hand, we are involved in more and more things. Our ability to solve problems is going up as really the amount of data available goes up. The number of questions we can ask goes up. But yeah, AI will become involved. AI isn't an answer. Um, and in particular, I want to leave this question with the old acronym GIGO: garbage in, garbage out. It's especially true, well, it's true of everything, but it's especially true of AI. If you train an AI with garbage, you're going to get garbage. If you train an AI with good stuff, you get some good stuff out of it. But always remember that the AI that any of us are going to see in the next few decades is a tool. It's there to assist you. It isn't going to do anything for you. And if you trust it to do that, you're going to get burned. So, yeah, those are my main quick insights in a quick little video. Thank you for watching this. Be sure to check the Modern Geography website for interesting papers. And those of you in Hungary, maybe I'll catch you when I'm there next. Take care.